Yo, what's good? This is Gunfounded, broadcasting live from Seoul, Korea. Chilling with DJ Zoe right now. We're here with a legend, you know what I'm saying, a hip-hop legend, or DJ Premier.
What's going on? What's going on?
Accompanied by Nick Javis right here.
That's right.
Yo, what's up, man?
So, what brings you to Seoul, and is this your first time in Seoul?
This is my first time in the town. We actually just got here, so we literally put our bags in the hotel and came right here, so we haven't even eaten, showered, nothing, but it's all good.
When you're traveling internationally, man, do you still trip out, or are you used to it now? Or
No, I'm used to it. I've been doing it for 22 years professionally, and once you've done 22 years and passionately, you know, you kind of expect it. The only thing that does surprise me is the audience is a lot younger. And the moment the truth came out, I asked a lot of kids, I always ask people in the crowd, how many people got this album, how many bought this one. Whenever I get the moment of truth, they were like, oh, I was 10 years old. I was like, wow. To come to my shows now and they're younger, that lets me know that my music is important to keep doing it.
Speaking of moment of truth, you know, we just lost a hip-hop legend, rest in peace, Guru, which was your friend, your partner for years, you know, and what was it as an MC that he had that, you know, you thought was special about him?
I'm really into voices, so he had a different voice.
Fresh out the gate again, time to raise the stakes again. Fatten my plate again. Y'all cats know we always play to win.
And he had different flows, different patterns. He always changed his flow patterns. And a lot of MCs don't do that. A lot of MCs have the predictable flow. Or whatever flow is popping right now, like Drake right now, and Lil Wayne's flows are very similar and very popular right now.
All the kids
so everybody will do that. You know, now everybody's taking that same pause, and they all go, yeah, and something, 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 something. That's it.
Nightmare on Elm Street, and guess who's playing Freddy?
About to set it all, Jada Pinkett. I don't owe you like 2 vowels, but I would like for you to pay me by the hour.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
It's just, I want to hear your style. I want to hear your style, then your style, then your style, your style. I want to hear 40 different styles.
I'm assuming you got a huge collection, so I want to know, like, what's your one prized piece of vinyl that you're super proud of owning? If you had
really all my James Brown vinyl. Yeah. He was the first artist to own a label and put his face on the label.
I gotta know for all the scratchers out there, or fresh?
Yeah.
Me too. I had to know that.
Shout out to Fat Five Freddy, you know.
You have that vinyl? Change the beat?
Do I?
Of course.
if you don't have, you know, not all them stab records and all that stuff. You know, shout out to Cuba and all them Rectangle, everybody that put out all the stab records. You're supposed to have Sean. It's called Change the Beat. It's in French, and there's 2 versions. There's the French version and the American version. And if it wasn't for Fat Five Freddy saying that at the very end of the record with the awesome little beat, you're not officially a DJ. You have a copy of it?
I got it.
I think in a previous interview or somewhere I heard this where you mentioned that Serato is a privilege and, you know, DJs should earn that privilege. Do you feel the same way about production where a lot of cats are, you know, using digital, you know, do you feel like maybe they should also dabble with analog or, you know?
I mean, but I always, you know, people always even ask me like, yo, what MPC should I use? Anyone is fine. It's because this is what's going to make the machine do it.
Kind of going into that a little bit, when you approach a beat, do you kind of have like a template, or do you just approach it with blank canvas?
Blank canvas.
Blank canvas.
I hear stuff in my head, you know, like I'll hear stuff in my head, or I might get a suggestion from the artist. He gives me a lot of suggestions. Guru used to give me scratch suggestions. Jay-Z's giving me scratch suggestions. Biggie's told me you should scratch this, and like unbelievable. He said, yo, take the R. Kelly record and scratch that. I was like, damn, you think it'll work? I said it might be out of key when he sings it. Unbelievable. I said, but I'll try it tomorrow because I didn't have the record that day. And I said, you know, with MP3s, I would have had it. I was like, I had it that day, but I said, yo, I'll bring it tomorrow and I'll try it, and it just happened to work.
You know, just growing up, freestyle battles and just always hearing your beats, you know, get put on and stuff. Like, how do you feel about battling now?
So many MCs spitting acapella, but a lot of those that spit acapella like that can't rhyme to beats.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, you give them beats and they don't even kill it the same way. And I've seen a lot of them get deals based off of destroying people in battles make a record, and their records cannot. The label will never ever get them off the ground.
Okay.
And they're stuck at the label for 5 years with only one single that finally popped 3 or 4 years later.
I feel you.
I've seen it happen for years.
How did y'all link up? You know, Nick Jones.
Met him at a Big Sugar listening party for Who's Hard, and no, actually for Street Champ. And he came, and he came with a mutual friend that we knew, and when he introduced us, he told me that he was nice, and he looked at me and said, "Yo, I am nice."
Okay.
And I was just like, okay, you know, I
That's
hear
how
that
shit
all the
works,
time.
man. That's hip-hop.
He was that confident, and he just kept staring at me like, I really am nice. You better believe me. And
So you're working on a whole album together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
It's called Destination Unknown.
It's on my label.
It'll be when we get home, we're gonna hit the ground running to get it wrapped up.
Not a game, not a game, not a game, not a game.
Yeah, much love, you know. It's an honor. These are Premier, Nick Jackson. I'm gonna be peeping more of your stuff, man. Much love and much respect. Live from Seoul, Korea.
Nice to meet you.
Get your bars up.
Yeah, baby.